Hi again. Good evening to the ladies, to the gentlemen, to the boys, to the girls. Or is it good morning or good afternoon? Wherever you're watching in the world. Are you in Turkey? Are you in Egypt? Are you in Saudi Arabia? Whether you're in Belgium, whether you're in Hong Kong, whether you're in Indonesia, whether you're in Mali, whether you're in Cyprus, whether you're in Israel, whether you're in Portugal, you may be in Peru, you may be in Chile, you may be in the United States of America, you may be from Mexico or Canada or Guyana or Western Samoa or Fiji. You're more than welcome to watch my channel. And that's myself, DLG Reppin. If you've got an opinion, a thought, an interesting argument to my Premier League roundup, then leave it in the comment section below. Smash the thumbs up like button as much as you can, and let's avoid the thumbs down. All love on this channel. And subscribe to DLG Reppin, yeah? Let's keep the subscribe numbers going up, especially that I've got plans to do big streams with you guys and keep it as updated as possible. And I'm excited about doing streams. I've seen a number of individual channels and I've seen their streams, and it's inspiring, it's uplifting, and I want to emulate that myself. So, a roundup of all the Premier League goals and games. And I'll tell you something. There was some dull games, and then there was some alright games. First game I want to talk about, which is the first game of the day, was Everton 0, Newcastle United 2. What a win for Steve Bruce's boys. And I think the difference in the Newcastle team is a out-and-out born striker, Callum Wilson. Last season, Newcastle would not have won that game. No way near. And I'll tell you something, Wilson had, 4 opportunities. He got 2. He could have had a hat-trick. Maybe he could have had 4 goals. In Merseyside, my word, he was lively, persistent, determined, and he got his reward, and he deserved the 2 goals. I think Newcastle, they contributed throughout that game, defended well. Everton, it's just an off day. They had the opportunities, just couldn't find the back of the net, and you would say the opportunities were based on half chances. But then again, 1 or 2 might have been key gilt-edged chances that they missed. And Darlow was kept busy, I think, with a couple of saves. I might have got it wrong. Steve Bruce got his tactics right. He ended 9 games without a Premier League win, or without a win in all competition. And what a fantastic win away to one of the big top 4, 5, 6 contenders in Everton. Carlo Ancelotti's Everton, in midfield that has improved from last season, and he's gone there with his team, put out a team out there and to do a job, and do a job they did. So yes, it finished Everton 0, Newcastle United 2. Everton fans, I haven't heard what your manager has said, or Newcastle fans, if you want to add to this roundup, leave it in the comment section below. Right, next game, Crystal Palace 1, Wolverhampton Wanderers 0. Now, I was watching this game quite closely, being an Arsenal fan, and Wolves were disappointing in the way they approached that game, the way they performed. The lack of pass and movement was not there. With Crystal Palace, you can see the pass and movement was not there, but creating opportunities has been an issue for the South Londoners. Personally, it took a moment of brilliance to decide the game, and the difference was Eberechi Eze for once. I think Saha had a part to play in that game. I mean, in that goal, should I say, and the game itself. But Eberechi Eze, what a fine strike on the left foot. Some would say keeper's got to be a lot more sharper and getting down quicker. I don't think you can do anything about that. That was a fine strike right in the middle of the goal. And I highly rate this player to do big things in his career. And I can't see why he can't have one or two big moves ahead of him, with the greatest respect to Crystal Palace. However, yes, it wasn't a game for the neutrals to enjoy, but I will say this. It was a game that would have pleased Roy Hodgson. They got the 3 points against the Nuno and Espirito Santo side, who are struggling a little bit. And, they're struggling for form. The next game is at home to Arsenal. That's a big game for them. And Crystal Palace, they'll just go on to the next game. So, Crystal Palace 1, Wolverhampton Wanderers 0. Manchester City versus Sheffield United. Now, again, Sheffield United without, talking of Sheffield United, they've been struggling all season. And I mean all season, for goals, confidence, creativity. It's just not been the Sheffield United of last season, where they travelled all the way to, not too far, but, close enough, I suppose, going away to Man City, and Man City were dominant throughout that game. They were absolutely dominant. And for me, Sheffield United did well to reduce the deficit from 1 to possibly 3 or 5 or 6. And this is a team without Kevin De Bruyne, and without Sergio Aguero and Rodri, who was replaced by Fernandinho. So it just shows you the strength and depth that Manchester City have in that entire squad. That's strength and depth of world-class quality. I think with their form, 8 straight wins in a row, they're looking to win the Premier League title and regain that crown, and why not? For me, towards the business end of the game, I think Sheffield United had 1 or 2 1 or 2 half chances to get an equaliser and to take a point back to Bramall Lane. In the end, Man City just saw it through and clinched the 3 points that they did deserve. So it finished Manchester City 1, Sheffield United 0. Next game, West Bromwich Albion 2, Fulham 2. I think that was the best game of the day from a neutral point of view. Poor defending. Both set of players, set of teams giving the ball away. And, it was a good game for the neutral, but not if you're a Fulham or West Bromwich Albion fan. And as I can see here on my tablet, they're showing the highlights of the goals. I'll just have to put the volume down so I can hear myself speak. It's one for the neutrals for me. You couldn't pick a winner. And that was a game where I felt... Excuse me. Yeah, it's a long night. I felt a point apiece was a fair result. So, West Bromwich Albion 2, Fulham 2. The game of the day, which was meant to be the game of the day, was Arsenal v Manchester United. Now, for me, as an Arsenal fan, I'm known to say it how it is. And people who know me closely know that I say it how it is. I don't give a damn. I honestly don't give a toss. And looking at that first half performance from our part, dog's foul. Completely dog's foul. We were flat, slow in possession, slow off the ball. We defended in 6s and 7s, and Manchester United will feel that they should have taken their opportunities and they didn't. And Arsenal were kind of understrength. You would say, yeah, by fact, there was no Kieran Tierney, no Bukayo Saka, no Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. So Arsenal looked quite under strength. However, they had enough in the tank to get a result and get something we did. And we created a couple of opportunities, especially in the second half, where Willian should have just hit it first time. And him not hitting it first time has cost us. And Manchester United in that second half, Cavani had two of the best opportunities in the whole of the game. Best opportunities in the game, and he failed to capitalise. Lacazette hit the bar for a 20-yarder free kick, and Willian, flaming hell. Seriously, I'm trying not to swear, but this guy really winds me up. He had a gilt-edged chance, and he should have hit it first time. But what he done, he's taken the first touch. By the time he gets his shots off, by the time he gets the shot away, the flipping ball's blocked by a Man United defender, and Pepe had that opportunity that was blocked as well. So all in all, it wasn't the best game. Not many opportunities. So for me, it finished Arsenal 0, Manchester United 0. The last game of the day was Southampton versus Aston Villa. Now, I didn't really watch this game, but I felt that Southampton, I thought they were competitive in that first half, especially in the second half. Villa were, they were good in their own way. I think they did. They were organised, and I think they got a goal. I think they got the goal that they deserved, and for their part that they played in the first half, and Ross Barkley getting the winning goal, and I thought it was justified. Southampton had a number of opportunities. They should have taken the point. They should have had an equaliser. The goal that Danny Ings was had chalked off, it was a legitimate goal. I can't believe the rules, man. The rules are just a joke, a complete joke, and it needs to be reviewed at the end of the season, because I'll tell you something, teams are going to lose points. Possibly a team's going to get relegated because of a stupid decision by VAR, and the referee's not doing enough. And the fourth official in the Stockley Park box. What the flaming hell are they doing? Seriously, I'm trying not to swear, but it disgusts me. However, it's a game that finished Southampton 0, Aston Villa 1. Now moving on to Sunday's games. Chelsea versus Burnley. Thomas Tuchel's first Premier League game at Stamford Bridge, and the visitors were Burnley. I thought Chelsea put in a dominating performance. All controlled. Movement on the ball was sublime. And two unlikely goal scorers. Cesar Azpilicueta, nicknamed Dave to the Chelsea fans. Fine finish. I think Hudson-Odoi puts it on the plate for him. He hits it on the side foot first time. And what a strike. Burnley did not offer anything in that game, looking at the highlights. And the second half, Chelsea had dominated again. Hudson-Odoi hitting the post through a deflection of Eric Peters, who's Burnley's left back. And the winning goal, the killer goal, came from Alonso. And what a strike. Off the chest, controlled with his left knee, left foot boot, top corner. Keepers do not save those, as far as I'm concerned. And Alonso was picked, and he was picked. And his management, who is Thomas Tuchel, has said that he has picked him because of his aerial ability. Well, I can tell you this for free, Mr. Tuchel. not many Chelsea fans are happy with Alonso. There are not many Marco Alonso fans amongst the Chelsea supporters, and you'll find out soon if and when the Chelsea supporters the Chelsea supporters return to the terraces at Stamford Bridge. You will find that very quickly, and live radio phone-ins. I'll tell you what, Chelsea fans will be on that as well. Oh, and not forgetting, you got Chelsea Fan TV as well. So, well, I hope you know what you're doing. And from a neutral point of view, I wish you all the best. But it finished Chelsea 2, Burnley 0. Leicester City versus Leeds United. Now, this was a very good game. You got two different contrasting styles. Leicester City, fluent with their football and definitely dangerous, at the most dangerous on the counter-attack. Yes, without Vardy. And Leeds United, they just love to attack, regardless of how many goals they may risk conceding. Well, Leicester City took the lead in the 13th minute. A nice 1-2 between Barnes and I think it was Perez, and Barnes receives the ball back, as I remember, and he's gone the outside of the defender, took a shot from up to 15 yards and slotted it into the back of the net, and it was a fine finish. 2 minutes later, Leeds hit the Foxes on the counter-attack. Bamford's assist was sublime. The right outside of his foot, the right weight of pass, and he's telling Dallas, just hit it first time, please. Just slot it in side foot first time, please. You've got to get to the back. You've got to aim it at the back stick, and which he did. 1-1. It was a fine goal. There was no complaints there. I think Leeds played their part, and in the second half, I thought both teams played their part. Although Schmeichel, for me, was the busier of the two goalkeepers. He made a couple of fine saves, and then in that second half, there was nothing he could do about Bamford's strike. He took it well. He was onside. Johnny Evans had him in his pocket until he played him onside, and then I'll tell you what a fine finish from Bamford. Bamford, should I say. What a fine finish, and I do rate the guy very highly. Well, I do like the guy. He's promising, but I would like to see him do it in the Premier League for Leeds United for the second time, and then I think the pundits will sit up and take note of this guy. And that's all there is to it. But for me, great strike. And then another good bit of play by Bamford, where Leeds have hit the Foxes on the counter-attack again. He's onside, and he's made up the yards to get onside. Johnny Evans doing his best to try and catch him. And, he's one-on-one with the goalkeeper, but he saw Harrison, glanced to his right, laid it on the plate to Harrison, and Harrison's not missing the target from there. If he misses the target from there, and I mean literally, he needs shooting. Well, that wasn't the case. He made it 3-1, sealed the win, and I'll tell you what, that is a flaming brilliant, what a brilliant win by Leeds United. Good 3 points. Take that back to Ellen Road, and I'll tell you something, that will help their cause for Premier League survival. Well, not that they're concerned about being relegated. Bielsa will do what he does, and he's not going to change for nobody. That is Marcelo Bielsa for you in a nutshell. Other than that, it finished Leicester City 1, Leeds United 3. West Ham United v Liverpool. This game had its opportunities in the first half, and I think West Ham, they stood firm with Liverpool. They attacked Liverpool when they could, and Mikel Antonio having a shot just wide from 20 odd yards, or from nearly 20 yards out. I think they created other opportunities as well, and I'll tell you something. I think it was in the first half. Yeah, West Ham caused Liverpool some problems. And in the second half, early in the second half, Antonio has a shot that went wide. Although Liverpool had their opportunities as well in the first half, as I can remember. Well, first half wasn't the best of performances from Liverpool, and then after the 60th minute, Liverpool came into their stride, and Mo Salah getting a very good goal, although he shouldn't be allowed to be cutting inside to get onto his left foot. That's just poor positioning play by the defender, whoever it was. And the second goal, what a counter-attack. Liverpool defending a West Ham corner and scoring from a West Ham corner. And, well, it was a typical Liverpool goal. And it was scored by Mo Salah to give them a comfortable lead of 2-0. And then 2-0 became 3. Good goal, good team goal. I mean, the intricate play amongst the Liverpool players, Ronaldo, Firmino, and Salah, I think Salah was involved. And I just remember Firmino, who could have shot, laid it on the plate for Jorginho Ronaldo, and he was never going to miss the target from there. It was always going to be 3-0. And West Ham get a consolation goal by Dawson. Good corner in, flicked on at the near post, and Dawson was there to pull it into the back of the net, which was always going to be a consolation. However, I think both managers are. I think Jurgen Klopp was more obvious. He was very pleased with the performance more than the goals that being scored, I think. So it finished West Ham United 1, Liverpool 3. David Moyes, he said, they could have done enough to try and get a result out of that game, but it wasn't to be. But any football fans, from whether you're Palace, Wolves, Man City, Sheffield United, West Brom, Fulham, Arsenal, Man United fans, Southampton, Villa, Chelsea, Burnley, Leicester City, Leeds, West Ham, Liverpool fans, if you've got something to say about your team's performances, then leave it in the comment section below. Your thoughts and your opinions will be read by me and taken into considerable thoughts of my own. Brighton over Albion 1, Spurs 0. Well, I'm always happy inside when the Spurs lose. Why not? Being an Arsenal fan. And I'll tell you what, Brighton had a number of opportunities to put them to the sword. How it ended up 1-0 is beyond me. Tottenham, they looked like they lacked confidence, or if anything, it's been shot down since the Liverpool game. And the defending at time was atrocious. It was un-Mourinho-like defending, and the same old disease with Spurs. Spurs always Spursing things up. Simple. There's no way, if Mourinho can't solve the Spursy situation, then who can? And Mourinho is a world-class manager. He deserves to be regarded as a world-class manager. But if he can't comprehend how to fix this Spursy choking philosophy, then who can? I mean, they were poor, and Brighton were worthy of their 3 points. They created the most opportunities, and they were unlucky not to at least win 2-0. I mean, there was a moment at the business end of the game where I think Pascal Gross laid it off to, or I think it was McAllister who laid it off to Pascal Gross, but Alderweireld made a magnificent, timely, he made a magnificent interception in the nick of time, and he had a bloody mouth for it. Oh dear. Just sums up Tottenham's bloody evening yesterday. So other than that, Brighton over Albion 1, Tottenham Hotspur 0. And that concludes my Premier League roundup. I would like to thank all the ladies and gentlemen, to the boys and to the girls for listening, watching, putting up with me as you do, and tuning in. I hope you are happy with my podcast here. Again, whoever you support in the Premier League, fans who support a Premier League team, yeah, get in touch in my comment section below. Your thoughts and your opinions are so more than welcome, as long as it's respectable. Smash the thumbs up like button, and as I always say, please subscribe to my channel, which is myself and I only. Yes, DLG. Subscribe to DLG by murdering that subscription button left, right, and centre, passionately and good and abundantly, all the way. Other than that, I'll leave you with peace, love, and bless. Yeah, as I always do. And if I can do one more for this evening, and then I'm done. Be nice.